Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. Okay, so my video today is going to be a CSA unboxing from the past like 6 weeks. And before we get into it, I just have to say I am up to my freaking eyeballs in produce right now, and every week, like, I love getting the CSA, but I kind of dread it too, just because like I can't keep up with it. It's just me and my husband. So we are definitely in peak season right now, and it is just a tad overwhelming because we are getting massive bags of stuff. Anywho, here's what we've gotten the last few weeks. Alrighty folks, here we are with week 14 of the CSA. This bag is crazy heavy. I say this every week, but it seriously gets heavier every week. This is a solid 20 pounds, maybe even more. This is crazy heavy. Anywho, let's see what we got. So the first thing is this Egyptian spinach. I don't know, totally new one to me. So I'm just gonna read what the CSA sent in their newsletter. This is a unique summer green, also known as Malokia, which means vegetable for a king. It has exceptionally high levels of nutrients that help to boost immunity, and it's delicious. This green is typically eaten cooked, and it contains a soluble fiber that gives it a viscous texture when cooked, making it great for thickening soups and sauces. The Japanese beetles seem to like this green too, which accounts for the holes in some leaves. Just remove these leaves and enjoy the remainder. So if you're not familiar with the Japanese beetles, that's what they do. So I'm not actually gardening this summer. You know, we're doing the CSA instead of doing a garden. And I have to say, I don't miss the Japanese beetles. Yeah, it's been really nice to not have to go over every morning and like clunk them, like throw them into a little pot of soapy water. Although I did kind of take a weird pleasure in it. So this tastes like spinach. Yeah. I was kind of freaked out when I saw this because it kind of has a similar shape to amaranth. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest amaranth person. Don't love it, it's very bitter, but this is nice. So yeah, I think you could totally even eat this raw. This has a nice flavor to me, raw, but maybe I'll whip it up into a soup. I'll like put a picture of whatever I do with this in here. All right, next we got a little pint box of these orange cherry tomatoes. So I believe these are the sun orange. Gosh, they sure are pretty. Oh, that's nice. I normally don't do cheese, but I did buy a whole bunch of mozzarella for my hubby yesterday, like little mozzarella balls. Ooh, I might have to do a tomato mozzarella basil salad for lunch with those. Oh, that is so good. All right, we also got some more green beans. I think this is about a pound bag. We've gotten green beans the last 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, I feel like a total emoji. I'm living in an emoji right now with these eggplants. These look so fake. Like after seeing these on Instagram and social media all the time, you know, as a reference to a nice penis. Yeah, this is spot on for the emoji. Good job, the designers at Apple, I think, or whoever made them. Yeah, so we got 2 eggplants this week. I still have an eggplant from last week. I didn't actually film last week, so yeah, I have a normal kind of eggplant. I'm not the biggest eggplant person, so I will have to figure something out. I was kind of thinking of making my hubby a ratatouille. Holy cats, I'm seeing why this bag is so heavy. There are like a gajillion zucchinis in here. Okay, so we got some broccoli. Like I said in my last video, I'm not the biggest broccoli person. So what I've been doing actually every time we got broccoli, I clean it, I wash it, and I do kind of like peel down the stems a little bit. I chop off the ends, and then I chop this all up and I freeze it. And I'm saving it, and I give those bags of frozen broccoli to my parents whenever I see them. So we got 3 nice heads of broccoli. Maybe I should try to eat broccoli. Maybe I'll make some hummus and eat some hummus with this. All right, we got mystery bag number 1. What's in here? Oh, potatoes. We got some cute little kind of baby white potatoes in here. Oh, they sure are pretty. You probably can't see them too much. Yeah, there we go. And these are called gold potatoes. Okay, and let's see what's in mystery bag number 2. I hope these are tomatoes. They are! Yes! I know there was an option this week. It was either, well, not an option like that you choose. It was either a melon of some sort or a bag of tomatoes. And my husband has been going crazy for tomatoes. Okay, look at that. How funny is that? So how many more are in here? We got a few more in here. This is a nice little bag of tomatoes. So in the newsletter, it just says a bag of mixed variety tomatoes. It says our larger tomato varieties are starting to ripen, albeit very slowly, given the cool week we're having. We had the most wonderful week last week. It was only like 72. Oh, it was divine. I didn't have to turn the air on for like 4 days. It was great. So yeah, we got all these tomatoes. Doesn't that look like somebody's like running around in like their little pants? So cute. Oh my gosh. So we got zucchinis and cucumbers. Oh my gosh. All right. So we got what? Six zucchinis. Yum. I did a nice raw zucchini salad the other day. Just kind of sliced up zucchinis, put in a little Parmesan, walnuts, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper. I think that was it. Super nice. I think I did a video on that, but in the video, I think I did prosciutto in it as well. Okay, then we got some cucumbers. So I believe these are their green slicing cucumbers. Okay. All right, then we got some white onions. These are called Sierra Blanca onions. It says this variety has a very thin skin and is in its awkward stage where they are too dry to wash, yet not cured enough to dry clean. As such, they may look a little rough from the outside, but please don't judge an onion by its skin. Peel it away and enjoy the mild, sweet flavor inside. Got another jalapeno and another bulb of garlic and a little green pepper. And then this would be also why this weighs so much. We got 5 ears of sweet corn. Their sweet corn has been so good. So yeah, that is everything for week 14. All right, here we are back with week 15. I think another ginormous bag full of heavy stuff. We're getting into melon season, so of course these are gonna get super heavy super quick. All right, so first up, we've got a bunch of collard greens. Last time I had these, I did try to make wraps. I think I ended up using about half of them last time. I made some type of like spread, just kind of put veggies in there and stuff. And then the rest got composted because I didn't use them quickly enough. All right, next we got a little box of cherry tomatoes. They're really pretty. They're kind of like a reddish base with kind of green stripes on them. And then in my newsletter from the CSA, it says you'll either get sun orange chocolate sprinkles or red Valentine tomatoes. I think these might be the chocolate sprinkles. All right, we got some more broccoli this week. Next, we got some beets. So we got these beautiful golden beets with these really beautiful leaves. These leaves look great. Sometimes you get them and they're all kind of funky. So yeah, I might saute these beet greens or juice them. Yeah, and then I'm thinking some type of quinoa salad is definitely in store to use these. All right, we've got a little bag here. We've got 2 paper bags. Oh, these have potatoes in them. This is the potato bag. So we got these gorgeous purple potatoes. So I believe that these are called Peter Wilcox potatoes. So my newsletter says Peter Wilcox potatoes have purple skin and gold flesh and were specifically bred for flavor and higher nutrient content. You'll find this to be one of the best tasting potatoes of the season. All right, we got more zucchinis this week. I still haven't even finished my zucchinis from last week. I think we got 4. We also got a bulb of garlic and another jalapeno. I have not really been doing anything with the jalapenos recently, so I think I maybe got 3 or 4 in the fridge. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to spice up my life somehow. We also got a bag of edamame. All right, next up we've got some onions. So we got 4 yellow white onions, and these are called Zoe onions. All right, we got some more cucumbers this week. We got 4 nice green slicing cucumbers. We did get a 5th onion. I found a 5th one hiding in there. And then in this bag, this is the tomato bag, I believe. Yes, so we got a whole bunch of tomatoes. Yep, so we got 7 tomatoes. All right, and then we got a couple melons. So the first one is a Korean melon. So this is actually called chamwe, I think in Korean. I was just talking to a friend and we were talking about fruit. And she mentioned loving these and it being the season for this. And I said, ooh, we got one of those in our CSA. All right, so my newsletter says this is a Korean melon that has bright yellow skin with white stripes. The flesh inside is crispy, sweet, and white. Eat it fresh on its own or use it to make a cucumber melon salad with a light vinaigrette. So my friend actually said you want to skin the outside, you don't want to eat the rind, but then inside you can eat all the flesh, and the seeds, she said, you can also eat as well. But interestingly, she said sometimes you get these that are really sweet and really delicious, but other times they taste like a cucumber. And she said right now in Korea, it's the rainy season, so it's just like nonstop rain. It's been raining for 3 or 4 weeks there. So I think during the rainy season, these are just going to taste like a cucumber because they're just absorbing too much water. So I think once the rainy season ends, these may get sweeter. All right, and then finally we've got this melon. So this is either a sweet Sarah or French orange melon. I think it's the French one. I'm pretty sure it's the French one. Because they have a picture of the other one and it doesn't look exactly like this. So if I am correct and this is a French orange melon, it says these are a small personal sized melon we've grown for many years. Unfortunately, the company that used to provide the seed discontinued doing so several years ago. The seed is no longer available. So I think they don't have very many of this type of melon, but if this is one of these French melons, which I think it is, these are fabulous. I used to buy these in France. You just take them, chop them in half, scoop out the seeds, and then you just scoop out the flesh and eat it like that, and they are delicious. All right, so that's everything we got from this week, which I picked up on August 13th, I believe, and it's either week 15 or 16. All right, CSA update, we are at August 20th. This is this week's ginormous bag. Ugh. I don't even need to exercise. I just need to like lift my CSA bag to work my muscles. Actually, it's probably a little bit too heavy for my muscles. Anywho, let's see what we got. So first off, we've got a gigantic head of broccoli. We also got some carrots. Yum. I'm actually gonna open this up because there is like nothing better than a fresh carrot, a local fresh carrot. I'm not even gonna wash it. Fabulous. And I even was just chewing on a piece of gum. So good. Now that is what a carrot should taste like. Crunchy, sweet, real carrot flavor. Num num num. All right, we got some tomatoes. I think these are the same as last week. I think these are called like the chocolate sprinkles. So pretty, kind of red with that kind of green stripe on them. All right, we got another bag of edamame. I didn't actually use last week's edamame. I think some of it is still good. I think some of it got a little bit frozen in the fridge from being too far in the back of the fridge. So I'm gonna salvage what I can of that. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna shell all of this and what's left from last week. And you know, make some type of quinoa salad, maybe like lightly steam these, add them to the quinoa, maybe do some red onion, some feta. I don't know what else. I'm not the biggest edamame person. I used to be, but I don't really want to shell all these. There are only like 2 or 3 little guys in there. Whatever, I'll suck it up and do it. And I'm sure my quinoa salad will be fabulous. All right, we got a couple surprise bags in here. I think these are tomatoes. Wet. Yep. So we got, ooh, look at this cutie. How fun is that? Kind of looks like a little critter. Like those are ears. Kind of looks like a devil. Like those could be horns, or it could be like a cat, you know. So we got that one. This one, these looks like a similar variety. I think these might be kind of like a pink tomato. Let's see what else we got. We got this jobby that's kind of a dark green red. I think this is a Roma. Looks like we got another Roma, and then kind of another one of these pink ones. So I think it's like the, yeah, 3 big kind of pink ones, 2 Romas, and then that other one. All right, we got a couple more green peppers. All right, we got 2 more jalapenos. If anybody has any jalapeno advice, please share it down below, because we've gotten jalapenos probably the last like 4 or 5 weeks, and I haven't actually done anything with any of them. I mean, they don't like rot very quickly. They're all still fine. I think I have like 4 in the fridge, so now this will be 6. What should I do with them? Should I freeze them? Like, can you chop them up and then freeze it and then just like take out a little bit as you need it? All right, and then in this brown paper bag, we got some potatoes. So these are, what are you called? Red thumb potatoes. So they're cute little red potatoes. Probably got a pound of potatoes in here. And then next we have some red onions. So these are called monastrell red onions. So this says, this red onion was named after a red wine grape, which is fitting given the deep red color of the skin, which continues all the way to the center, outlining each layer. This is a good onion to enjoy both raw and cooked. Now, I'm really happy to have some red onions because there is this like crazy red onion recall going on in the US right now, probably for the last like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even longer. But I feel like it's kind of challenging to find red onions right now. And I love red onions in the summer in particular because you've got so many cucumbers, so you can do a nice Greek salad. All of my quinoa salads I do with red onion. Like raw red onion in the summer, so nice. All right, we got another one of these melons. It's kind of got some broccoli little frond things on it. This is called a sun jewel melon. This is a Korean melon. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but it's like chamwe. I was talking to my friend about this. I haven't actually tried the one from last week. I am like really behind on last week's stuff. So yeah, I got 2 of these. I think I'm just gonna have to, I don't know, hack this up and make some type of fruit salad. All right, we got another bulb of garlic. Always good to have that. And we got more zucchinis. I still have a whole bunch of zucchinis from last week. I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video or even in like another segment of my CSA unboxing. I did these open face sandwiches. I think I did mention it. I grilled these zucchinis in a cast iron grill pan on the stove. Obviously, if you had a grill, you could do it too. Grill the zucchinis, and then I take roasted red peppers, like jarred roasted red peppers, and I just kind of heat them up in a saucepan, frying pan, whatever. And then I take this gluten-free vegan sourdough that I make, and I can link that down below, the recipe for it. It's so fabulous. So I do the bread, and then I do slices of the grilled zucchini, and then some of the roasted red pepper, and then a little feta cheese. Oh my gosh. And I just leave it open faced. I don't like to put anything on top. I mean, it's super messy. You end up just having to eat it with a fork and a knife, but so good. So I've definitely been meaning to do that. And we all know I have plenty of zucchini for it. All right, next up, we got some more cucumbers. All right, and then finally, we got 5 ears of corn this week. So for the corn, I either just, like I always just boil it and then just eat it plain, or I like to boil all of it and then just slice it off the cobs, and then either eat it hot on salads or even just like cold on salads the next day. I'm gonna open one of these up just to show you too. They're just beautiful, you know, just kind of that nice baby yellow, pastel, creamy, kind of buttery color. All right, so that is everything from this week. I don't know, we're probably on week 17, but it is the August 20th share. Right, and here we are with our share from the very last week of August. So heavy because we've got a couple melons in here and some corn. All right, so first up, we've got some poblano peppers. I don't think I've ever cooked with a poblano pepper before, but I think I'm supposed to roast them and do something with them like that. I think I'll probably make some type of salsa. All right, and then I also got a pint of cherry tomatoes. So I believe these are the sun orange. Ooh, they look good. My husband has been so happy recently. He has been having tomato mozzarella literally every day for lunch, and he's so happy. Also got some green beans. Got about, I'd say this is about a pound. All right, then the melons. So we got this darling little watermelon. I hope this is just like sweet and delicious and wonderful. I've actually been having really good luck at Costco for watermelons. I've gotten some really good watermelons there. And then we got this baby. So I think that this one is called Sweet Sarah. All right, we also got a couple green peppers here. All right, so then we got these red onions. So these are called monastrell red onions, and it says this is a gorgeous red onion with deeply colored red rings that go all the way to the center. This is a good onion for caramelizing, or slice it thinly and eat it raw. I will be eating it raw because that's what I do with my red onions in the summer. Okay, we got a bag here, and I believe this is full of tomatoes. Oh, yes it is, and they look beautiful. So I got 6 tomatoes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got those guys. One more red and a yellow. Oh boy, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so we got 4. Well, I think it's like these 2, so we got 2 yellows, and then I believe these would be considered pink, and then these would be considered red. But I'm not sure of the varieties. Let's see, we got some cucumbers. We got 2 of their silver slicers and 1 green cucumber. I need to make some cucumber water. I haven't done that for a couple weeks. Let's see. Okay, good. We only got 2 zucchini this week. I think I've gotten zucchini the last like 3 weeks. Definitely got it last week and the week before, and I haven't done anything with them. I don't know, I gotta find something to bake with all this zucchini. All right, we got another bag of edamame, not quite as big as the last 2 bags. So what I did last week, I actually just steamed a bunch of this in the shell because this is such a pain to peel if it's still in the pod. So, but if you steam it or you boil it, it makes it much easier to peel. All right, we also got another jalapeno and some more garlic. This I'll just add to my jalapeno stash in the fridge. Another bag of carrots. These carrots are so good. Oh my gosh, fresh carrots and fresh tomatoes in the summer. Yum. All right, and then finally, we got 5 ears of sweet corn. So that is everything from the very last week of August. Here we are with the very first week in September share. I got loads of stuff in here, and then you'll also notice these 3 boxes here. That is extra stuff from the CSA this week, and I will share that in just a second. All right, so first off, we've got a thing of cherry tomatoes. I think these are called sun orange. Pretty similar to what we've been getting, although they are slightly different shape. There is a new variety this week that some people will be getting called glitter yellow grape tomatoes. So maybe these are the glitter grape ones. Next, we have a bunch of Egyptian spinach. Now, we got this a few weeks ago, and I had no idea what to do with it. I thought about doing a soup, then I got lazy. But then one morning I was making juice. I think I was doing like apple, turmeric, ginger, and I thought, oh cool, spinach, like I'll throw that in there. Because I put spinach, regular spinach in juice. This is not the same. This stuff is so viscous and slimy. I didn't get a drop of juice out when I made this, but it just jammed up my juicer. It was so gross. I ended up having to toss the whole thing. So this I'm either gonna have to saute or turn into soup. As per usual, we got a mystery bag with tomatoes in it. So we got 5 big tomatoes. We got an orange, a red. This is either a red or a pink. Let's see, we got this kind of purpley reddish greenish kind of guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, 2 are kind of this like purpley color. All right, we got some zucchinis. We got 6 little zucchinis. I am finally kind of caught up on my zucchinis. I do have zucchinis from last week, but I had zucchinis from like 3 weeks and I finally just used them. I made, actually I'll link the recipes down below. I made a gluten-free vegan double chocolate zucchini muffin. Well, let's just call it a cupcake, because that's basically what it is. That was from Minimalist Baker. Amazing recipe, so delicious. And then I also did kind of this like zucchini pasta from Bon Appetit. So good. So I think, because I've got these zucchinis and some from last week, I think I'm gonna make a big pot of minestrone soup just to use up like a ton of these veggies. Actually, I'll probably do that because I could probably use that Egyptian spinach in that. Or maybe that would ruin my minestrone soup, I don't know. But I think this was actually the last week for zucchinis. I know they said you would either get zucchinis or cucumbers, and like it was kind of the end for both of those. All right, and we got a watermelon. So this is a red seedless. This is a pretty good size. We did get a watermelon from the CSA last week, smaller than this, and it was not very good. I was really disappointed. Like I ate the whole thing, but I'm just like, no, this is sad. So this looks and sounds better. I have hope for this one. All right, and then we got a melon. So this is either a sugar cube, a French orange, a sun jewel, or sweet Sarah. I'm guessing this might be the sugar cube. It says sugar cube melons are small, round, netted melons that do not have ridges. I don't know, some type of cantaloupe kind of melon. All right, we got another bag of edamame. I still have edamame from last week. I feel like right now in the CSA, I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, there's too much all at once and I'm a little bit overwhelmed and I'm kind of falling behind on my CSA cooking. All right, we got some yellow onions. So we got 7 yellow onions. These are called Calibra yellow onions. All right, we also got another green pepper this week. All right, and then we got 3 peppers. So these are orange and red Italian frying peppers. And it says, we're excited to finally see more color in the pepper field. Italian frying peppers are a sweet pepper. Despite their name, they are appropriate for using cooked or raw. Those are pretty. Those look yummy. All right, we got another jalapeno, and I have not done anything with my jalapenos for the last like 6 weeks. I was thinking of maybe doing like a big batch of jalapeno poppers, like finding like a vegan recipe for that, gluten-free vegan. I don't know, that might be too much spice for us. All right, we also got another bulb of garlic. All right, we also got this cute little eggplant. I have no idea what variety this is because this was not actually in the little email we got explaining everything. And then finally, we got more sweet corn. So we have 5 ears of corn. And basically every week with the corn, I just boil this and then I cut it off and put it on salads. All right, so that's everything from the actual CSA share this week. But the CSA also does something called Produce Plus. So basically it's like when they have an abundance of stuff, they just email the members and say, this is, you know, we have these quantities of this for this price. So you can order whatever you want. So I got a 5-pound bag of red onions, because I can always use these. I think these are called like the cipollini or something like that. And then we got 50 pounds of Roma tomatoes. So each of these boxes has 25 pounds. So there's 25. And then there's 25 in here as well. So the reason I got 50 pounds of Roma tomatoes is because I like to can tomato soup. And since I am not doing my own garden this season, I do not have an abundance of tomatoes. And for every batch of soup I make, which makes about 6 pint jars, I need 10 pounds. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's do 5 batches. I should end up with about 30 jars of tomato soup. So yeah, that's gonna be my project the next couple of days. All right, and here we are with the share from September 10th. This is crazy heavy. Let's get into it. So first off, we have a gorgeous bunch of rainbow chard. Isn't that so pretty? I remember the first time I saw rainbow chard was at the co-op when I was a college student, and I had never seen this. Like I was taking a long walk and I randomly discovered the co-op. And it was just like a whole new world had opened up for me. And I just remember seeing the stalks of it, and I think I bought it, and I don't even know what I did with it, but I just thought, wow, I have to have this. It's so gorgeous. All right, we also got a couple poblanos. I think I'm gonna have to do a salsa with this. Last week I did a stuffed poblano, which was really good, but it was such a pain to make. It was so putsy. Required like 4 different like pots and soup pans, and that was a little bit too much for me, so I'm not going to be doing that this week. All right, next up we got a bunch of red beets. So I will most likely juice the greens because those have a lot of nutrition in them, and then for the actual beets, I think I'm gonna cook these up, boil them, chop them up, and put them in a quinoa salad. And I'm actually thinking of doing a video on my quinoa salad, like how to make a really amazing quinoa salad with whatever you have, because I feel like a quinoa salad is one of those things that is perfect for using up veg. So if you want to see that, leave a comment down below. One of my best friends actually is like, tell me how to do your quinoa salad. I'm like, I'll just do a video instead. All right, we also got some onions. They're kind of scattered all throughout this bag. We got yellow onions. So these are called Calibra yellow onions. I'm glad that onions can kind of be stored for a while because we keep getting them. Plus I bought that 5-pound bag of them last week, which I didn't end up using for my soup. I already had like so many onions anyway. All right, we also got a bulb of garlic. The garlic from this farm is so freaking good. See, we also got some corn. It's gotta be kind of the end of corn season, don't you think? It's been so crappy here recently. I think the weather guy last night said we have not had sun for 96 hours. So I think we should add another 24 hours onto that because it's super rainy and gross out right now. Yeah, 4 ears of corn. So this is why it is so stinking heavy. We got two watermelons. I thought there was only one in there, but we got 2. I am literally like I'm drowning in watermelons. I actually still have half of one from Costco from like last week. I still have my CSA watermelon from last week. I got these two, and then I actually just bought a watermelon at Costco because I feel like obviously it's the end of watermelon season. Oh look, another poblano. Ooh, what am I gonna do with 3 poblanos? Maybe a big batch of salsa. I do not know. We got 2 of these Italian frying peppers, sweet Italian frying peppers. We got these last week. These are so good. Like, they're not spicy or anything. They are so sweet, so flavorful. Oh, I wish I could just get like a huge box of these. They're so delicious. All right, we also got jalapeno. I'm gonna add that to my jalapeno stash because y'all know I have one. A couple green peppers this week, and we also got some tomatillos. We got 6 tomatillos. So last time when we got tomatillos, I think I waited. Yeah, the first time I got it, I didn't do anything because then the next week we got more tomatillos. So then I used all of those to make a big batch of salsa. Ooh, maybe that's what I'll do this week because I bet we'll get tomatillos next week. And that's the thing about the CSA. You get a little bit of stuff each week, but I like to cook stuff in batches. So I'm like, I don't want to take the time and effort to make 6 tomatillos into salsa. But if they give me 6 more next week, then I can make a big old batch of salsa. You can tell I'm kind of over the CSA at this point. Like, I love it and I feel so grateful to have this, but it's a lot. Okay, got a bag of carrots. Oh, their carrots the other week were so good, so tasty. We got a cute little bunch of cilantro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some type of salsa. I've got all the fixins for it. The garlic, the onions, jalapenos, tomatillos. Oh la la. Oh, there's another tomatillo, so we got 7 tomatillos this week. And then finally, we got this bag, which I assume is gonna have tomatoes. Oh, yes. Oh, look at these pretty yellow guys. Those are big old suckers. We got 2 yellow tomatoes. Yellow, are they considered yellow or are they considered orange? I'm not sure, maybe orange. And then we got 3 of these. I think these 2 might be considered pink. They're kind of looking a little pinky, and this is probably just a regular one. My husband has eaten all the tomatoes. I've hardly had any tomatoes from the CSA this year. There's actually a wholesaler in Madison that, because of the pandemic, like usually they only sell to restaurants and grocery stores, but because of the pandemic, they're letting just individual customers buy stuff from them. So I love going there. You have to order in advance and they just put stuff in your car. They're fabulous and their prices are super good. If you're in Madison, check out RE Golden Produce, love them. But they have these tubs of fresh mozzarella, and you get the big old balls of mozzarella, like in the liquid. You get 8 balls of mozzarella for $10, which I compared the price at the co-op. I think I got I could get 2 smaller balls for $5. So this is a way better price and the quality is so good. I don't really eat it. I'll have a little nibble here or there, but that's mainly for my hubby. So that is what he's been eating for lunch every day. He gets his 2 mozzarella balls, a couple tomatoes, and he is set. So anyway, that is what we have gotten these last few weeks of the CSA. Now, we do still have the CSA every week for the rest of September and all of October. And then in November, it switches to every other week. So I just have a month and a half that I need to focus on this and just cook like mad. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay sane. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.